Uganda has signed an agreement with South Korea for a $500 million loan to help finance infrastructure building in the country. Uganda's finance minister said on Thursday South Korea's Exim Bank will provide the loan, the ministry said in a post on X, which is formerly known as Twitter. It did not provide the details on what the kind of infrastructure the money would fund, but Uganda mostly borrows for road and energy projects. The new credit will likely add to Uganda's growing debt problems that prompted Moody's last month to downgrade its country rating, citing diminished debt affordability. As of December 31st, Uganda's public debt stood at $24.6 billion, fueled by infrastructural spending. You see, it's one thing to borrow all this money. If Uganda is borrowing all this money, and at least Uganda is using 85 or 90% of this money they are borrowing to invest in these roads, to invest in other sectors, not just in the energy sector, because there is equally tourism sector, there is equally agricultural sector, there is a whole lot of sectors that Uganda can channel this money in every parts of the country, that it will immensely generate revenue that Uganda can be able to come out of their huge debts that they are owing. Because as of December last year, their debt is at $24.6 billion. Then adding this one they just borrowed now, because the way all the African countries are just rushing to this South Korea summit and they are borrowing money is alarming. Is alarming. Is very, very much alarming. The ones they have borrowed in the past, their creditors has even made it impossible for them to be unable to pay these loans. And you think that with South Korea is going to be a different ball game when they are already coming for your vast natural resources to control your vast export market for their greener technology they want to transit to. It is very easy to collect this money, but whatever you believe in will spare our lives. We will see the outcomes. We will see how many of these African countries will invest at least 90 or 85% of this money they are borrowing for the cost they are borrowing it for, and invest it wisely so that they can be able to pay back these loans without no stress. And we can equally see that in the future, just like currently, some countries will still restructure their debts for years for them to be able to pay this money, and will be unable because this their current borrower now, just like other past borrowers, will equally under the table be doing everything humanly possible under their capacity for them not to be able to meet up in paying them this debt, because they want to continue controlling the vast export markets in Africa. They want to that you give them access stupidly to, and they want to keep controlling your vast mineral resources that you carelessly give them access to. You don't expect them, after they have been enjoying your vast mineral resources, controlling and dictating your market to their own advantage, to your detriment, then you wake up one day and their country is advancing immensely, their greener technology is exploding, they are making a whole lot of money in which they are giving you peanuts. You wake up one day and expect them to just go like that. It is high time African leaders start borrowing with brain, because some of them borrow as if they don't have brains in their score, or because of their selfish and self-centeredness, and they don't care. They are mortgaging the future of the unborn.